Hey guys, I am out looking at more property for sale, and I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you because the front facing camera is better. But I wanted to get out and look at this piece of property today because it's going to be really rainy for the next couple of weeks in North Carolina. I wish we could send some of that rain to Australia right now, but anyway, this property I'm on is nice and flat. It's in a pretty decent location, close to town, but outside city limits, I think. And it's a little bit less than 4 acres. I'll turn the camera around and show you what we got. As you can see, it's pretty flat. All of this cleared off space and this big tree right here is part of the property. It's a little bit less than 4 acres. It's already clear, which is nice. That's my car there. But the only mountain views we're gonna have is off this direction, and you can see that it's pretty distant, way over there. And I'm standing right now about where the house would be built. So, question is that enough of a mountain view for me? And I don't know if it is. But truly, this acreage, I think we could probably get it for less than $25,000. So we could potentially get it under budget. But I'm not sure how I feel about this. Y'all let me know what you think down below. Hey y'all. It's been a little while since I did a car vlog, so I thought I would take y'all along for the ride today. I may have packed a little bit too much into this day. If I'm a little red-faced, it's because I just left the gym, and I tend to sweat a lot when I'm at the gym, so it is what it is. Anyhow, I filmed a couple videos today at home, decided to go hit the gym before I head to work, and I'm also going to run and take a look at another property for sale. And the story behind this one's a little bit convoluted. I'm going to show you 2 properties, one of which may not even actually be for sale. So this one that I'm going to take you to first is definitely for sale. It's actually 2 parcels that they're trying to sell together. They won't separate, and the total acreage is a little less than 5 acres. Which is fine for my husband and me. That would be like perfect amount of land for us, really. And the downsides is that it's about 30 minutes from town, and it's 30 minutes in the wrong direction for both of us. So it would make my husband's commute a lot longer, and it would add about 20-25 minutes to my already long commute. Y'all know that it takes me about an hour and 5-10 minutes to get to work. That's a one-way trip for me, but I only work 3 nights a week, so I mean it balances out a little bit, but still I've got a ridiculous commute. Anyhow, this property is far away from town, but it's worth taking a look at because y'all know my husband and I, we've had a really hard time finding something that we like. Now, the first one I'm going to show you is the 2 parcels together, and they are definitely for sale. The other negative about it, besides being so far from town, is that it's kind of an oddly shaped lot, and yeah, that I'm not sure if the lot shape really makes sense, and that's kind of a turnoff for us as well. I saw this property listed on Zillow, and when I was reading the description, it said that the same family had 55 acres for sale across the road. Now, 55 acres is way too much land for my husband and I. We don't need that much space. But I decided to go ahead and look up that property on the county website, and it's 55 acres, but the 55 acres is behind a house that sits on 3 acres. And right next to that house on 3 acres is another parcel of land that's 4.9 acres. parcel of land looks absolutely perfect for what my husband and I want. It's level, and there are magnificent mountain views, at least from what I can tell looking on the Google Maps street view. So that's the one that I'm really most excited to see today. But just going by the description that I read, I'm not sure that 4.9 acres is for sale. But when I looked it up on the county website, it's the same person that owns the 55 acres, that owns the 4.9 acres, and they also own this house that sits on 3 acres that is right next to this 4.9 that I'm hoping they might consider selling. So, and the other thing is that it's the same owner for all this property, but the owner's mailing address is in New Jersey. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe this property was part of a will or something. It's a different name that the almost 5 acres, that's a weird lot shape. It's a different owner for that property, but in the description on Zillow it says it's all the same family, so I don't really know what the situation is here. And when I look on the Google Street View, I can see that there's a sign that says for sale for this kind of oddly shaped almost 5 acres. And then there's also a for sale sign for the house that sits on 3 acres. And then, you know, according to Zillow description anyway, the 55 acres is for sale. So I'm just really hoping that maybe whoever this person is in New Jersey that owns all this land might consider selling the 4.9 acres that looks really good. Anyhow, the property, all of it, is about 30 minutes from town, and it's the wrong direction. But I mean, if it really hits every other point that my husband and I like, then we might heavily consider it, y'all. We really might, even though it would be a little bit of a commute for both of us. Yeah. So I'll show you all this space whenever I get there. All right, folks, I'm at the first property for sale. This one is the one that's definitely for sale. It's the oddly shaped couple of lots together, and unfortunately I can't show you much because it's very grown up. That's the house for sale across the road. But yeah, it looks like car passing. It looks like it might sort of be level if we cleared it off. And there are mountain views behind the house across the street. There's my car. So yeah, this house is on 3 acres and it's for sale. The 55 acres that's for sale is behind the house, but we don't need that much space. And what I'm hoping is for sale is over here, this 4.9 acres, and I'm gonna walk over there and get some views. Okay, I'm not actually going to walk all the way out on this property since I don't know if it's really for sale or not, but y'all, this would be absolutely perfect. That over there is a general store, but this is 4.9 acres that's already cleared off. There's a very gentle slope up, but it's pretty much flat. I know my husband would be okay with that. And this is like crazy mountain views year round. And since the 55 acres is for sale behind this property, our view would never be obstructed. I bet the views are even better if I was to walk up there where you would build the house at the top of the slope. It would be even better. I really, really like it, but the only thing is it's a haul out here. But I hope that maybe they'll consider selling it. We'll see.